Where is it, Mikey? Where is it? Where's your Q&A video, Mikey? Come on now. You said you'd be making a Q&A video. No, where is it, Mikey? Come on, fat ass. Where's the video? Well, it's right here. Let's get to it, shall we? Might be a little short. I didn't get as many questions as I thought I would, but we'll make it work with what we've got. First question is from Kyle behind the camera. So, get behind the camera, AGP fan. Good on you, boy. His question is, are you gay, straight, or bi? If you can see that. It's an interesting question, but I'm straight. Although I am a huge supporter of people in the LGBT community, I have no issues with them whatsoever. I think you're allowed to love whoever you want. And for me personally, I'm straight. I have a girlfriend of 5 years who I love to death. She's been in a couple of my videos, so that answers that. Why are you getting off the subject so quickly, Mikey? It's not meant to be suspicious. We have two questions from Jamie. Virus protection, go fuck you, chief. We have two questions from Jamie. She's one of my biggest supporters. She's a very, very nice, very good, very wonderful person. Her question is, how do I have such an old soul for being so young? And if you don't know what she's talking about, it's because I'm 24, very young person, but I love old music, old TV shows, old movies, old TV commercials, stuff like that. And I think it has to do with growing up. I did not live with my mother or my father, they got divorced when I was 2 years old. So from the age of 5 to 18, I lived with my grandparents. And they liked watching old TV shows. They would watch the Andy Griffith Show. They'd watch Bonanza. They'd watch a lot of that stuff on TV Land. And when I was growing up, the Golden Girls would also air on Lifetime. And I think that has to do with it because it was just something I grew accustomed to watching. So I also developed that on my own, that comedies back then and stuff like that were very entertaining. Like, they had such screwball situations. Like I Love Lucy. Every episode, Lucy gets herself into some kind of trouble that could have been avoided had she listened to her husband. But she does it. She goes out, does her own thing, and she, or as Lucy would say, ugh. Her other question is, how were things for me growing up? Because I've spoken before that my younger life was like a roller coaster, ups and downs, a little turmoil here and there. Your life's not interesting if you don't have a little bit of turmoil. Like I said, when I was 2, my parents got divorced because they just could not get along, because both my parents have hot-blooded tempers. More temperamental than you, Slappy. Why don't you face the camera for a change? There you go. But my mother, when I was growing up, she had an alcohol problem, she had a gambling problem, she had a drug problem. So she would leave me at home a lot with babysitters, people who I did not like. They would feed me my dinner, off to bed, no TV. Sad. So eventually I went to live with my grandparents. I went to stay the night with them once, and I didn't want to leave. And I stayed there from the time I was 5 in the year 2000 till I moved out on my own when I was 18 in 2015. My grandfather passed away in 2010, so I stayed for another 5 years to care for my grandmother who has dementia. So I couldn't just leave her by herself until I knew someone would be there to take care of her. And when I moved out, she had already moved in with her sister. I left like 2 days after she left. So that's when I moved out on my own and started my own life. Oh boy. And my life is still turmoil because I am an idiot. I thought I could be on top of the world, but you know what? It doesn't work like that. And we have one more question. It's from my Uncle Larry, who lives in Florida, who I went to visit in August of 2018, where my first couple vlogs were filmed at. And my comedy sketch, The Monkey Man. That was hilarious. thing. He says, and this is from Facebook, if you could wish anything or do anything, what would it be? If I could wish for anything or do anything, what would it be? Well, if I were to wish for something, it would be $1 million. Because then I could have all the Big Macs I want. But if I could do anything, it would help bring my dreams to life and become a comedian and actor, and actually get to entertain more people on a larger scale, without being censored by YouTube, of course. Because my humor cannot survive through censorship. It's a comedy that has to be done on a stage with people there. But that's what I would do with that. So hope you all enjoyed this Q&A. I'm hoping I can do another one with a little more high spirit, a little more high energy. And I'll see you in the next video. Slappy, be good. Cheers.